When did y'all start hating black men so much?
Because they stopped caring, they stopped doing the right thing, and they now want to be treated like princesses. They want to be treated like queen. They are more of women lately. They literally don't want to be kings as they were created. Like honestly, black men, they are literally turning into women, honestly, and that's why women are choosing to leave them behind. Anyway, hi, welcome back to my page. My name is Her Majesty Maureen, a Ugandan living and working in Dubai. Well, I'm back with another video, and in this video we are going to be actually seeing different reactions from people telling us why they don't want to date black men. I also have my point of view, and I will be saying it the way it is. This might help someone, this might change someone, this might, whatever it will do. But I'm gonna be sharing. Yes, as we all know that interracial dating is increasing now, interracial marriages are increasing, and the number dating between black men and women, it is really low, very, very, very low in America, and I think even worldwide. And the reason, now we're going to be seeing reasons why black women choose to leave their fellow black men and they go for other races. We're gonna be seeing that.
Like, when did that become a thing? I mean, all we hear all the time, all day long, is how much we can't stand black men. They're the worst things on earth. They're the worst fathers. They're the worst providers. They don't protect us. They don't love us. They don't care for us. They don't do this. It's like, enough is enough. Because half the stuff that is being said is not even truthful.
It's actually funny, surprising. On the other hand, hurting when someone says, because it's not even truthful, when the person is literally basing on the statistics. Like statistics. You know, we're all gonna, well, I'm going to be giving my point of view, but I'm not going to base my reasoning on the statistics. Well, I don't care which statistics was made, but we need humanity at the end of the day, because much as the statistics is outside, because the numbers and the percentage, whatever it is out, I'm gonna have to say that much as I'm saying that people are lying because the numbers are few as per recorded on the internet or whatever, we have to know that there are women out there who have been victims, honestly, that are even still suffering because of black men. Even I myself, I have dated black men. Well, that's a story for another day, but we don't want to speak bad or ill or anything bad on our fellow people if they were acting right, honestly. Because you know, I love someone who says that when they really know that there are real people out there, real women who have been heartbroken, disrespected, some even have died because they've been dating black men. And I'm not saying that black men are they're rough or what, because there are also other women that actually died because they were dating white men, But we don't need to base this on statistics. We need to base this on real life, because these things are happening. This is what I want us to base them on, okay? Yeah. And she might also be one of the victims. Maybe someone broke her heart. Well, as I'm speaking this, me, I'm a person, I love black men, and I think I'm going to be married to a black man, much as I used to want to date white, but I feel like now I'm gonna date black men. So as I'm speaking, it's not that I hate them, because it's them that I want to marry, but we just want to speak facts. Like, you men are changing. You men are really changing. You're turning into women. I don't know what the problem is, but you men, you're literally changing. These men that are waking up and they're saying, I cannot date a woman who wants 50-50. I cannot date a woman who does not do that. I cannot date a woman who is broke. I cannot date a woman who is like, every time black men and men who are giving excuses like as if they are ladies, complaining back and forth. I don't know whether this is because of trauma, because these men, I think they have trauma and they need to heal. But honestly, I feel like it's too much. And there should be something to be done. And to you men, you really need to change. Pull up your stockings. You have to go back to the kingship that you are, because you are kings, but you're acting like princesses. Because even queens act right. I wouldn't want to compare you to queen, because even queens act right. You're literally just acting like princesses, you know. Honestly, how can you ask, I want a woman when we're going to share 50-50, like for real?
It's not even truthful. The one that gets me the most is how women say that black men, they all got kids. All of them got a bunch of kids. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because in the United States of America, black men, not even half have children. Less than half have children.
If it's a lie, then why is it that numbers of single mothers are raising up every day and every day and every day? Because honestly, you all know that. This is the truth. Do you think that these mothers that wake up tomorrow and they become single mothers, they wish it for themselves? Like, do they even want to become single mothers? There is no woman who has ever wished to enter into marriage and then to leave it immediately when they just entered it. But why are they even getting out of the marriage when they entered there happily? It's because things got toxic in there. You know, single mothers are literally becoming many and many and many. And on a record, very many children, very many youths, very many people, they come out and they're saying, we were raised by a single mother. I was raised by a single mother. Are we not caring about that? Okay, should we say that, you know, they don't fault, they don't have any fault? There is something that is not right, honestly, and we need to change it. There is something that is not adding up. There is something that is not right, and we need to change it. We need to get back on the right setting. I don't know, even for some reasons, even because I also have a point for single mothers that actually reach a time and they get out of marriage. Because sometimes when you listen to the reasons why these women got out of marriage, sometimes you be like, oh my god, that reason cannot make you get out of marriage. You will just, I think this generation is a generation that is so much comfortable. Like, they really want to live a comfortable, soft life. They really want a life the way they imagine it in their minds. If anything fails, if anything is not going like the way they think it, they imagine it in their minds, they start thinking that the place where they are living is toxic, what they are living, the bare minimum. But these people, we are refusing to accept that this is the life. This life that we are living is a life. It's a life that comes with ups and downs, and you're gonna have to face some things when you, in life. So anyway, let's first continue, because I have a lot to speak.
So when we talking about that, that's a lie. They also say that black men are the worst fathers. That's a lie as well. We saw the stats. It came out and said that black fathers are the most involved fathers out of all race. The most involved fathers.
I would like you to know one thing, that when we say that white men are good people, they take care of us, we are not meaning that there are no evil white men. We are not saying that there are no white men that have left their families. So when you say that statistics say that black men are the most present fathers, it means that those are the men that chose to act right, that chose to act mature, you know. It does not take the fact away that there are other toxic ones, you know. And we have to be so grateful and thankful to the ones that have chose to be kings and the ones that have chose to take responsibility. But still, we shall have to talk about these ones that are failing to change, you know. That are failing. And the problem comes from here, the majority. It is the majority that are failing to change. It is a few of them that actually grow and mature enough to be like, you know what, I need to take care of my family, I need to stand up, I need to make this marriage work, I need to do this. Just like I told you that this generation is a generation that wants comfort so much, including even men. Men forget that they are supposed to be fighters. You know, these men, whenever they get something that clashes them in their marriage, they're ready to leave. They're ready to break the marriage, like they don't care anymore. This is the point. So if you got that one person who is caring, who is ready to keep the marriage, who is ready to preserve your marriage, who is ready to you know, do things accordingly, then that you have to be thankful. You have to be thankful.
Black men are the hardest group of men to date. And if you don't believe me, you can look at the divorce rates. Black men that marry black women get a divorce rate that's at 100% higher than the average. Black men that marry white women are at a 200% divorce rate increase. Black women that date non-black men are anywhere from 20 to 44% less in divorce rate. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because most black women are dating and marrying black men, and there are certain challenges involved with that I think are important, so I wanted to share those with you so you understood. Am I saying that I don't want you to be with a black man? Not at all. 2/3 of my clients actually end up with black men, but I want to make sure that you're vetting them very well so that you get healthy, healed black men. Okay, so what am I talking about? First, let's talk about mom. Girl, in the 90s, 75% of the households, black households, were single mother households. So black men generally have 2 relationships with their mother.
Exactly. And this is the point. Most of them were raised by single mothers. Like some of them, they didn't even get time to taste of a father's love. They don't know what father's love means. So these men have grown up to be toxic. Like they don't really care, because they've grown up in the life of hustling, and they have failed to take responsibility to seek healing, to seek what could help them actually to become better men. They have failed to look up to men that are actually good, gentle, the men that actually, even to their fellow youths that actually grew up with both parents, they have failed to learn from them, but they are choosing to go south. They're choosing to literally have a mind of toxicity, and this is how they are turning into narcissists, and yet they, like, dear men, dear black men, especially if you grew up with a single mother, this is a sign for you to start seeking for like real healing right now, because there is no way that you're going to fall in love when you still have traumas. You have to deal with the traumas that you're going through. Honestly, you have to deal with yourself. Sometimes you're making other people face hell because you're projecting your pain on them, Anyway, let's continue.
Either they were a mesh, so entitled, and they think that they're the prize. And
hey. Oh my God, talk about this thing of, men feeling like as if they're the prize. It really beats my understanding, actually. When I look at such a man, I feel so sorry for that man. They think that now it is you who has to work hard to win them in your life. Oh my God, this lost generation. And their mama did not even raise them to tell them the truth, because their mamas were really focused on making money and to raise them. They didn't get time to teach them to, this is a call for every single mother. You need to always get time and you sit down with your children, especially boys, even to the girls. You tell them the real life, how this life really moves, because this is how when a single mother raises up a child and is single, chances are high that this woman is going to raise them telling them how men are bad. And information is a powerful thing. The moment you feed it in a young child, the person will grow up knowing that, and when they grow up, they will become toxic just because their mother fed them the wrong information. So this is a call to every single mother. If you're watching this video and you're a mother, take responsibility. Teach your children the real life. Don't teach your children basing on your experiences, especially if you know that your experiences were a result of maybe your fault, you yourself, and you have to teach them knowing that every person has a different path. Just because you became a single mother, it doesn't mean that your children are going to become single mothers. So you don't have to teach them, telling them men are bad and everything. Leave them to face their life. Leave them to live their story as God wrote it. You don't have to tell them based on your experiences, because they don't want to hear that. Okay? Don't feed wrong information into children. Don't feed your past into children. They don't want to grow based on your past. Because they have a life to live, they have a story to live. Leave them to express, to face life the way it is, the way God wrote their stories to be, You don't have to be there and you feed bad information. Let me tell you one thing. I thank my mother. I thank my mother because I grew up with a single mom. Not a single mom actually, because I am alone in my mom. So my mom, after giving birth to me, they separated with my dad. And then my mother went and got married to another man. But when she got married to another man, my mom raised me, and she was telling me the truth. She told me that that man, because me, I grew up, I was a baby. I grew up and I thought that this stepdad of mine, like he was my real dad. Then later I came to find out that I had another dad. My mom sat me down and then she told me the real fact. She told me, this is not your dad. You have your other dad, but things and whatever happened, they happened. And she took me to see my dad. And she always made sure that there is a connection between me and my father. You understand? And then she told me one thing. I don't want you to take that just because it happened to me. I don't want you to take it badly. Do not blame your father. Do not blame me. Do not just grow up as you because you're a child. Don't hold anything on your heart because these are matters for the adults. You are just a child. Don't enter into our issues. You have your life to live. That's what my mother told me, you know. But if it was another person, maybe other mothers, they would be saying, this man did this to me. This man, men are bad. What, you see? But my mother took initiative and she raised me the way she was supposed to raise me, and she told me, you have your life to live. It doesn't mean that because my broke up, every person, even your own children, they have a different story to live, different, far different from your own story. So let's not feed wrong information in these children. Let's not feed wrong information into our sisters, siblings. Let's not feed wrong information. Tell them, let them learn from the mistakes that you made, let them learn from the instances, but don't manipulate them into wrong doctrines, because this life, at the end of the day, however much you have your wrong ideology and doctrine, this life will face you with the real reality, fact, truth, doctrine, and you will have to face it. And this is why you're seeing people are almost running mad because they believe in other things and yet they're supposed to believe. Anyway, I think I have even over talked here.
They are looking for women to be mothers, or their mother was very highly critical, judgmental. So a lot of black men are actually running away from black women because they're running away from their mothers. So a question that you want to ask if you're dating a black guy is ask him about his relationship with his mother. Yeah? Exactly.
This is something that you don't have to skip as a person. Ask them their relationship with their mother, because this is when you're going to know someone. This is when you're going to know someone who was raised under trauma, someone who was raised right, someone who was raised in a peaceful place, and then someone who is controlled by a mother. This is how you're going to know a mommy's boy. Because these mothers, they even end up saying, just because they raise their children as single mothers, they'll end up telling them, they'll end up saying, a woman who will get to my son, I don't know, they really have to work hard for it. A woman who, because I have struggled so much for my son, therefore a woman that will come in the life of my son, they will have to work hard to prove it. They will have to work hard to prove it that they're worth being in the life of my son. And now you have, if you're an innocent woman, this is how you're going to learn into such a woman. You will never do anything freely because you'll be under supervision of your mother-in-law. Can imagine. We really need to change. Now, if this man didn't grow up to go and make further research on his own, to know the real life on the other side, there will be this kind of men whereby they can leave you as their wives. When their mother says do this, they will leave you, they will disrespect you just because their mother said this. God have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Okay, number 2, money. Unfortunately, because black men are less educated in some, systematic prejudices, racism, discrimination, black men are not making as much money as probably they need to be. But also, they're making less money than black women. So, and this is the only kind of racial group where this happens. And so, it is very hard to find a black man that is making more than you. And if that is the case, oftentimes, black men will feel emasculated and often try to humble you and control you because they don't feel like they're in financial control. So that makes it a little bit challenging when you're dealing with black men. You want to ask him what he does, right? You want to ask him, and then you want to glass door that mofo, girl. You also want to ask him how many people he manages, right? Because if he can't manage people professionally, he probably can't manage people personally. Thirdly, you want to ask about the men in his life, his mentors. a lot of black men actually don't have many mentors. So it's really weird to say, and it feels very archaic, but it's very true. And it is this: a man is looking for an alpha man to kind of check him. That is kind of the orders of operation, PEMDAS, if you will, in terms of how to kind of raise a man. And so if he doesn't have mentors, a father, other elders to kind of keep him in check, he's going to be out here kind of roaming the streets like many of them are. So you want to ask him, who are his male role models and mentors?
And if they don't have mentors, it means that they are really so vulnerable, not even vulnerable, but they're so proud. They get offended easily. They really don't want to touch or to trigger their wounds. They are not ready for healing. They're not ready to seek proper healing. Those are such kind of men. A man who does not have a mentor, a man who doesn't have anyone they look up to, that person, when they only look up to their mothers, that person is very dangerous to live with. You know, that person, is a person who you will never sit down and try to advise, because when you try to advise them, they will just get mad at you, or even leave you, or even cut you off, because you're trying to tell them on their weaknesses. They don't want to be told on. They don't want to be, oh my God, it's just chaos out there. But dear men, you have to remember that you're kings. And as a king, you always have to be up the head. Find always you can bring back your kingship in you, your masculinity. Because as a king, you have to lead. You have to be brave. You have to be able to learn and unlearn. To be able to, because you cannot be a king if you cannot protect your kingdom. So protecting a kingdom requires your wisdom. And you cannot seek wisdom if you're this person who is not willing to learn. Because we get wisdom by learning, by seeking it. You know, if you're a person who hates to seek or to learn, then you're in danger, trouble.
I'm just going to be 1,000% honest. If I were 22 today, I would not be dating black men at all. Unless they were older. They'd have to be real old. Because they're too feminine these days for me. I like...
And where is the lie? Where is the lie? Can we talk about the truth? By the way, this is the honest truth. Men of nowadays, even the men that we grew up with, these men, I think worldwide, men are too feminine. Men are too feminine. Men love soft life. Men don't want to work. Men want 50-50. Men are too sensitive. Men get angry. Men are too feminine. Oh my God. You can find people in a relationship, but when the man is acting like the woman, and then the woman is acting like a man. And this is the danger that comes with a man. If you get a man who is the same age as you, then you're likely to be in trouble, because you're going to be thinking faster than this man. You're going to be wiser than this man. You're going to think quicker than this man. You're going to be much more better than this man. Yay, Jesus.
Masculine, go get them, I'm going to pay for that baby type men, okay? Where you want to go on vacation type men. That's what I like. If I was 22 today, I wouldn't date black men. I'm sorry. Y'all take too long to get y'all stuff together. Y'all want us to pay half the bills and sleep with you? No, can't do that. So I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not saying that other men are better than you. I'm just saying they're more ambitious than you. Yes, you can play basketball and football really good. You dominate the rap game. But the average non-famous black man has less ambition. I like ambition. Ambition leads to success. Oh, sorry. Others have a financial head start. They are not more ambitious. That's not really true. You can't use that as an excuse. If you're ambitious, you don't need a head start. If you good, you don't need a head start.
I recently did this video of a black woman who openly admitted, that she had different standards for black men than she did men outside of her race. Specifically, she went on to share that although she had a black man who treated her nice, was very kind to her, did all kind of different things, she just wasn't really feeling him. But when she got with a Latino man, she went just bend over backwards to do things for him. And it wasn't because he did anything particularly great, it's just because he wasn't black. And so she wanted to be like, man, like black women don't really like black men like that. And she was kind of joking about it. But the thing about it is, she said out loud what I believe a lot of ladies feel internally. I'm not saying everybody, but because I do believe there is still sometimes some internalized self-hatred that goes on, particularly in the Black American community, this is why I think there are times where that disrespect that we can see amongst each other permeates in the way it comes out in relationships, the way it comes out in families. And as a married black woman, I really feel like I'm starting to see more and more how much of culture and society does not create a healthy environment for this marriage and black love in particular to thrive. Because we already have a culture that really nurtures a lot of this self-hating ideas and rhetorics about, black women, and then black women sometimes too. Also, it's like they can really internalize these self-hating ideas about their own men, and we don't say it, but it's just the little things, wanting a lighter skinned baby, wanting a baby with good hair, going online and always associating like wealth and class and position and all this stuff with like white men or non-black men, like just all this programming that's been going on for decades. And we bring all that stuff sometimes into relationships, into marriage. And I feel like I've literally seen black women treat their own men a particular way, and then fast forward and then give other people of other races better behavior. And sometimes this is not even in romantic. Sometimes just like black folks, we don't even know how to treat each other in business. Sometimes we work really hard when it comes to wanting to work for other people, wanting to work for white society, but comes to black owned business, then we don't want to pay them right, or we don't want to support them, or we have all kind of negative things to say. Like, I just feel like even
In short, we lack boundaries, we lack respect, we lack commitment, we lack respect. Like, it's like doing business with your brother. If you guys are not committed, very serious, that business will obviously collapse, This is the problem that we have. And on the other hand, well, I won't say anything about what she actually first talked about, because I feel like everyone has the freedom to date or to get married in any race they feel like. Yes, because if someone came out and they were like, I don't feel comfortable, then they feel comfortable the other side. So it's really okay. You don't have to put, other things, making her feel like. I think everyone, they can go in, and as long as they'll be comfortable, safe there, they are good to go, Let's watch more.
In general, sometimes black folks just don't even treat each other that well. Like, we're so quick and fast to want to treat other people better and to want to trust other people more than we trust even who we are ourselves. And that definitely comes out not only in relationships, but it can come out in the way that, men and women interact in relationships. And so, when I saw the post that I did and I asked black men, like, okay, are y'all seeing different standards, right? And then you had this black woman come out who admitted, I did a whole review on my YouTube, and she was just like, yeah, black women don't really like black men like that. And of course she was talking about herself. I'm not saying this to everybody, but I'm just saying, like, what she said out loud are things that some ladies, I think, really internalize. And the great news, I think, about having social media and having these platforms is that we can actually finally start to address things that have been hidden in the dark for quite some time, or things that people have maybe just trying to push under the rug. It's like, if there's still some internalized self-hatred going on, if there's some still like, white ice is colder mentality going on, that's going to impact the way you treat yourself, the way you treat, your own men and your own community. And then at a certain point too, like, if you're bringing negative energy, if you're bringing like super hyper masculine energy to black men, but you're acting more feminine or more cordial to men of other races, then you can't look at black men and be like, oh, well, all y'all are dusties, you don't treat me right, da 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 da. It's like you're not even giving them a fair shot. You're showing up as two different people, and that could actually
Well, I guess I'm not going to talk much about that. You can go ahead and tell us what you think in the comment section. And maybe I'll add on one more reason, I think, why black women don't like dating black men. It's because also black men, they take them for granted. Like, they take them for granted. They don't see their value, you know. Just like I told you, his sister and a brother. They will ever see each other as them. They mean nothing to them. So black men, most of the black men, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them, they will treat a woman just like as if they don't matter. They will treat a woman as though they're entitled to that woman. They will want a woman to serve them. Well, we know we are supposed to serve, but let me tell you, submission comes naturally. This is something that you're not going to force. When you're doing the right things, the woman will submit naturally. Just as you see, if a king is ruling rightly, you will see all the people submitting and loving him and respecting and honoring him. But if he's not doing the right thing, people will hate him. People will, they'll be so these things are natural. But some black men, they want to just force it. They want it to be like, they don't want to do the right thing that they're supposed to do to ignite submission from women, but they are forcing them to be submissive to them, which is really bad. That's like I told you, go back to being the kings that you were meant to be, Yeah. And I think another thing is this issue of saying, those men, they want 50-50, what, that kind of nonsense, man. It is really so, I don't know, but black men, you really need to pull up stockings. You really need to pull up stockings, honestly, because we are in danger. And another point that I'm not going to leave out is lack of emotional support. Some women feel that black men, these black men, they don't always create safe emotional spaces for, when someone is going through something and they want someone to talk to, when they think, because you need to date someone who is going to be a safe space. Like, you can run to that person, you tell them, and they will not judge you. They will comfort you. But sometimes you can be, when you have a black person, you will run them to and tell them whatever you're going through. And they, instead of comforting you or giving you advice, they'll just judge you. They'll just be mad at you. They'll just be, why did you even have to do this? Why did you even have to do this? So that keeps on chasing away black women. And they keep, because let me tell you, the other races are listeners. They will listen to you. They will comfort you first before they actually teach you or judge you, Yeah, so black men, learn to be emotionally available for your spouses, for your partners. Listen to them. If you're to correct them after comforting them. Correct them after you see that they're starting to get healed, but don't just come off like, oh my God. It is really so much enerving. Another reason, I think it is respect and value. Black women, sometimes they feel undervalued by black men, just like I was saying before. When a woman goes in other race, these races, they will respect women. And one thing I've realized, white men, they will just love you the way you are, But a black man will tell you, if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. If you don't have boobs, you don't have boobs. If you don't have nyash, like big bum, you don't have a big bum, Oh my God. It's quite a lot we have to deal with, but honestly, no. Yeah, we need to work on ourselves. We need to work because all we need is love. Because we love you, our black men, but the way you are behaving, it is so toxic. Get back on track, correct yourself, heal from the traumas, learn how to treat a woman, get back to us because we want you. We want you because you're ours. You belong to us. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Her Majesty Maureen. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe on this YouTube channel. I love you. Bye.